And Poonch continues to remain tense with troops from both sides exchanging heavy gunfire and shelling. Several people have been injured and heavy damage is done to houses nearby. Lashkar-e-Taiba terrorist Mohammad Naveed Yaqub was subjected to lie detector test on Tuesday. On the findings from the test, NI released sketches of two terrorists accused Zargam, alias Mohammad Bhai, and Abu Okasha in connection with the recent Udhampur attack. NI has also declared a reward of ₹5 lakh for each. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday announced ₹1.65 lakh crore package for the development projects in Bihar. After announcing the special package, Prime Minister Modi took on his political rivals while addressing the Parivartan rally at Saharsa. Attacking Nitish Kumar, the Prime Minister said Bihar has been ruined due to the arrogance of its leaders. The last rites of the First Lady Surva Mukherjee will take place at the Lodi Road Crematorium in New Delhi today. Bangladesh PM Sheikh Hasina to attend the funeral ceremony. Traffic congestions are expected as the VVIPs shall be visiting the crematorium. Delhi Traffic Police have advised commuters to avoid the stretch from Multan towards Lodi flyover on the Lala Lajpat Rai marg between 8:30 am and 11:30 am. Surva Mukherjee died on Tuesday morning, 11 days after she was hospitalized in a critical condition. The Allahabad High Court has asked the Uttar Pradesh Chief Secretary to ensure that government servants, elected representatives and members of judiciary and all other persons who get any benefit or salary from state exchequer or public funds send their children to primary schools run by the State Board for Secondary Education. The court has asked to take steps within 6 months. Passing the judgment, Justice Sudhir Agarwal also ruled that penal provisions be laid down for those who violated the order. At least 8 persons were killed and 10 others injured when boulders hit the historic Manikarn Sahib Gurdwara in Himachal Pradesh, Kulu district due to massive landslide yesterday. Authorities have confirmed that 8 bodies which were buried under huge boulders have been extricated while search is on for more. Assam's State Disaster Management Authority has issued fresh flood alert in 8 districts last evening. Official sources said that low to moderate flood alert has been sounded at several places for the next 24 to 48 hours. Several rivers are flowing above the danger levels since Tuesday. In Maharashtra, police arrested 5 students of Film and Television Institute of India from its campus on charges of rioting. The arrest come after a group of striking students had on Monday gherawed out the institute director Prashant Patrabe, protesting against irrational and unjustified assessment of the incomplete diploma projects. Police had lodged an FIR against 15 students. Concern over spiraling retail onion prices that have hit ₹80 per kg in the national capital, the centre has asked the state-owned MMTC to import 10,000 tons of the key kitchen staple at the earliest and directed the cooperative NAFED to cancel its tender. Meanwhile, Punjab traders have started importing onions in small quantities from Afghanistan through the Atari-Wagah land route. State Bank of India on Tuesday launched a mobile wallet application, SBI Buddy, in collaboration with Accenture and MasterCard. The service will be available to existing as well as non-SBI customers. While launching the app, Finance Minister Arun Jaitley said that this is the one more step in becoming the provider of choice for customers' everyday needs, both financial and non-financial. Bangladesh police arrested mastermind of bloggers killing. The Al-Qaeda-linked British national arrested in Dhaka along 2 accomplices. He is suspected behind the gruesome murder of 2 prominent bloggers who dared to criticize religion in the country. The team was banned in May following the ongoing series of murders. In Bangkok blast, investigators have released a CCTV footage of the suspect who planted the deadly bomb which killed more than 27 people and more than 120 were injured. The footage from a CCTV camera shows a man in a yellow shirt leaving a black pack in the Erawan Hindu shrine. Nationals from China, Hong Kong, the UK, Indonesia, Malaysia and Singapore are among the foreigners killed in the attack. Number of migrants at the EU's border reached a record high of 107,500 in July as a sharp surge in expected asylum requests was reported in Germany. Germany has seen a wave of migration from Syria and the Balkans and now says it could receive as many as 750,000 asylum seekers this year. The EU has been struggling to cope with migrant arrivals in recent months. 2 people, including a soldier, were killed and 5 wounded in clashes in Turkey's mainly Kurdish southeast, where authorities declared curfews to open the roadblocks by militants. Around 700 police and soldiers carried out an operation in the district after PKK militants planted landmines, erected barricades and dug trenches. Ahead of the second test in Colombo, Team India has jostled with fitness problems. The team management is yet to announce the replacement for Shikhar Dhawan. India now trails 0-1 in the series after losing the first test by 63 runs. The second test starts on Thursday in Colombo.